corruption in boxing here. Just want to give my quick thoughts to this ongoing heavyweight championship sort of undisputed saga. Now, recently we saw it in the news that Deontay Wilder having accepted financial terms on a proposed unification or undisputed bout with Anthony Joshua. Just want to clarify a few points on exactly what I felt transpired here. Now Deontay Wilder, he accepted a financial offer. There were no underlying terms. Now the financial terms will be communicated via a formal sort of legally binding contract, which I believe has already been submitted. Now the offer itself, it wasn't the $50 million offer that was submitted by Wilder and some unknown benefactors, and presumably, the Showtime television network. Now, Eddie Hearn had submitted two subsequent offers to that particular offer. The first offer submitted to the Wilder camp was a proposed bout in September at Wembley Stadium. Given that the Wilder people didn't come back expeditiously on that offer, Eddie Hearn sent a subsequent offer, I believe 4 weeks after that. A date was not yet proposed, but as Wilder didn't come back, the September proposed date for Wembley Stadium, September is the cutoff point for Wembley Stadium. And given that Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin have announced their bout for September, Eddie Hearn doesn't want to try and stage another pay-per-view to sort of rival that. Nor does he want two major pay-per-views in September. He wants to obviously try and maximize his revenue and ideally stage a fight in which there is only one pay-per-view. I mean, he's aware nobody likes a pay-per-view event. Nobody likes shelling out $7,500. So he's not gonna be that stupid and try and have sort of two back-to-back and just piss off people. So the second offer, I think the offer is definitely less than the $50 million offer. It's around $30 million from my understanding. So anything after September, it's going to be Cardiff. But ideally, Eddie Hearn does not want this fight at Cardiff. Joshua definitely wants to fight at Wembley Stadium. And this fight definitely, if it's going to be in the UK, it has to be Wembley Stadium in the summer. Cardiff, 78,000. As I mentioned before, the gate receipts are going to be no more than $10 million, £8 million. Wembley, you can get 90,000 tickets. The gate receipts can probably be 15-20 million, possibly even higher than that. Now the offer itself is, from my understanding, DAZN will try and get the exclusive rights for the fight, and that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, I heard a few videos stipulating that DAZN, are not going to be trying to put their hat in to try and win the rights for the fight. Now, I disagree with all of those arguments, and let me break it down now. Now, for a UK proposed bout, a HBO or Showtime pay-per-view is financially unviable because of the time difference. You're looking at 5, 6, 7 hours time difference. So who's going to pay $99 Showtime, a one-off pay-per-view fee, for a bout which is going to take place at around midday, 2-3 o'clock? That's very unconventional for sort of boxing, which historically is an after dark event. And HBO, if they get if they win the rights for the bout, $74, on Circa is what they've been charging for some of the Alvarez bouts. Excuse me. Whereas DAZN, what better way to launch the application in the United States, and gain a massive influx of subscribers by offering US residents the opportunity not only to view this fight, but possibly an entire card during that month for a mere $12.95, significantly less than what Showtime and HBO are proposing. Plus it's flexible, you can cancel it, you don't have to have a recurring subscription, so and you can stream, the streaming capabilities will be so much better. You can watch it on your phones. So if you are in the States, the time difference is going to be an issue. Say you're working on a Saturday afternoon, you can stream the fight on on the application, download it on your your mobile phone or your tablet. So to me, it's a better, more logical, and sort of a better structured offer as well. DAZN definitely won the fight, and Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn will naturally want DAZN to win the rights for the fight because he has a joint venture agreement with them. If a Showtime or HBO pay-per-view can generate around 1 million, pay-per-views in the United States, then $12.95, they can quite easily get 1 million subscriptions. So to me, it's a very lucrative and a great opportunity for DAZN to really, kickstart and generate a massive influx of subscribers, because the way DAZN is operating is that I think their main kickoff show is going to be on the 4th of July, New York. I'm not sure if it's Madison Square or the Barclays, but they're launching. That's the date. Eddie Hearn will reveal the fighters. From my understanding, he's already signed about 6 fighters. He's kept their identities extremely close to his chest. Strong rumor that Keith Thurman is one of them. That's a possibility. He could be deliberately, very very hard to find, sort of inconspicuous at the moment. On the back end of his marriage, not really sort of interacting with the media too much. That could all be premeditated in the way he's been. So we'll see we'll see what Eddie Hearn is. We'll see what happens with the the launchpad fight. 16 cards in the US, 16 cards, joint rights from Sky Sports events. Some of them going to be Sky Sports box office. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, corruption in boxing. Adios.